It only goes through here. And your little one's going? Yes.
All right, 7 on the dot, everyone, we can begin. This is the village board meeting, the village of Willow Springs. It's Thursday, August 14th, 2025, and this meeting is called to order. Clerk Charles, could you please call the roll?
Trustee Ara,
Here.
Kennedy,
Here.
Micah,
Here.
Pash,
Here.
Sprinkle,
Here.
Carr,
Here.
President Nettlemeyer.
Here, that completes the roll. We have a quorum. Please rise to the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. It's very nice
Got
to
it.
see everybody here tonight. Before we get into the business of the meeting, we have a President's Award that we would like to give out. It's in recognition for a member of our team that has done an outstanding job. That is Cece Bernadoni. Cece Bernadoni has been an intern with us for 2 summers and a winter. We were able to have her internship through the Lyons Township Supervisors Internship Program, which we appreciate very much. And during her time with us, Cece has served the residents extremely well. She's always had positive energy. She's been reliable, responsible, and just been a tremendous help to us and really stood out as a fantastic member of our team. We appreciate her. She has now graduated and is going on to college at Fordham. So we thought that this was an appropriate time to recognize her and wish her well. We are sure that she will be successful in whatever the future has ahead. She is here with her dad, Brian Bernadoni, and her mom's not here, but I just want to acknowledge to her parents and the role that they must have and what a remarkable person that she is. So with that, please join me in giving Cece Bernadoni a round of applause. Cece to step forward and take a few photos if she doesn't mind. Thank you. First up, we have previous minutes. July 10th minutes are in our board packs. May I have a motion to approve those?
I'll make that motion. A second.
We have the motion by trustee Kennedy, the second by trustee Micah. Any questions or discussion on it? Hearing none, roll call vote please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Micah,
Aye.
Pash,
Aye.
Sprinkle,
Aye.
Carr.
All eyes in the minutes are approved. Thank you. Village administrator report, administrator Hicks.
Thank you, President Nettlemeyer. A couple of things this evening. First, I wanted to cover the fest. As everybody knows, it was a rough one. The weather was the only thing we could not control, and it did not like us this year. So we had a rough go at it, but everybody made the best of it. I'm pleased to say that everything that we could control went extremely well. We received many compliments throughout the 4-day fest on the police presence, on the setup, on the cleanliness. on the rides and the carnival provider, everything was just fantastic. So I can't thank everybody enough for their hard work there. Financially, obviously closing that Thursday, isn't the best when we rely on beer sales to help fund it. However, overall, I do feel that we're okay this year. I don't have all the final expenses yet. Invoices are still coming in for probably another week or two until really what the true out is, but we're very close to even with losing Thursday. So it was an overall success. Tips, as everybody knows, are collected at the beer tent throughout the fest. This year we received $1,328 in tips. So what we're doing with that is matching what we did last year. That accounts $332 in a check to the Lions Club, a check for the same amount to the Lioness Club. And then we allocate $333 for the Veterans Commission, also to the Parks and Recreation Commission here that Willow Springs hosts. So those two checks that I mentioned are actually in your board pack for approval tonight as part of the warrant. And once they're approved, they'll be presented to the Lions Club on behalf of the village and for their assistance throughout the fest. So that covers that piece. Quick update on the Gilmart building. Just as I stated last month, the conversations with a potential property swap have gone well. I think that we're close to a final agreement. Attorney Peck and I have exchanged a few drafts on that. So where we're at right now is we're looking to move forward with a public hearing, which would take place before the September board meeting, and then potentially take action at the September board meeting to execute that transfer. It is all in line with what we initially discussed, and the final document will be shared once it's ready for you. And then the last thing I have is that, now the fest is done, the very next thing I always start on is the next year's budget. So right now I'm looking to start the 2026 annual budget. That's going to start like prior years, where I'll sit down with each department head, see where they're at year to date, see where we expect them to be at the end of the year, and try to understand any large capital changes that they're going to need next year to be effective in their departments. Just like prior years, our goal is to go into this with a couple of things. One is to not raise taxes. Two is to not cut services, and then three is to enhance services everywhere we can with the same dollars we have coming in. So it's always a challenge, but we're going to start working towards that. So with that being said, if any trustee has a need, want, wish, desire, any requests that you have, please make me aware of them sooner than later so that we can work into this process, make as much happen as possible. One thing that I am already aware of is something we've been putting off for a little bit now. Parks and Rec has requested multiple times, probably many multiple times right now, for some outdoor exercise equipment. So we have spent the last 7 years enhancing our parks, as you guys know. We did the play centers, and then we did the sport courts. And we've done a good job of getting caught up. So now we're looking at doing outdoor exercise facility. I've been working towards that for a little while now. We have a proposed project in the works. I actually spent most of this afternoon on a grant application to help fund that project, but that's something that we're looking to include for our portion of funding in next year's budget so that we can execute that project in 26. So as we get a little more on that, I'll share some of the details on that project, but it's, we're looking to do a large outdoor fitness center at park. So it's a pretty neat idea, great opportunity for the village that we're working towards. So that'll be work for us. If there's anything else, any other projects, any other wishes, again, just please make me aware of it. Happy to meet with you one-on-one or a phone call or whatever you'd like so that we can work towards that. That is all I have.
We will move to the Paris.
The only thing I have this evening is that the food pantry is going to be August 19th, again at our community center from 3:30 to 5:30, and everyone is more than welcome. And that concludes my report.
Reports of officials, village engineer.
A couple updates, we had submitted 2 grant applications to the county for investment in the CDBG. Unfortunately, we did not receive grant funds for this cycle, but they have encouraged us to resubmit for next year's grant program. The School Street Drainage Improvement Project wrapped up today. All the restoration is complete. I'll be walking on the project with Administrator Grace, the Director of Rankin, just checking for functional status. The Town Center Green Infrastructure Project has been completed. Administrator Grace and Director Grant will walk them, the punch list, the rest of those items. It's.
Thank you for those updates. Village Clerk,
There is no legal report this evening, Madam.
Village Treasurer.
Just again, another month of strong sales taxes and income taxes. A lot of other communities are now seeing reductions in sales taxes, so fortunately, we're not joining them yet, so our budget stay at very strong.
Thank you, Treasurer Dennis. We'll move to reports of standing committee, finance and administration, trustee Yara.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion to approve item 7811-25-0-08, dated August 14, 2025, for the payroll and fund expenses totaling $1,765,753.17.
That's the motion from trustee Yara. By trustee Kennedy, discussion.
Just wanted to highlight, it's quite a bit more than just pay out. We had a third draw on Town Center Street project out in front for over $1 million. Also the school street, there was a project, there was a $82,000 draw on that, and then we had a lot of invoices related to Willow Festival for $50,000 already. And then the routine stuff of garbage disposal, engineering services, and then the routine quarterly, development of emergency services that accounted for over 75% of what we're talking about here above and beyond this.
I'll just add to that, trustee Yara, that the Village Center project is a partnership with MWRD, so for that cost, we will be reimbursed half of roughly the total project cost. Any other discussion on the warrants? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Yara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Micah,
Aye.
Posh,
Aye.
Sprinkle, Carr.
All eyes on the
On the dais, everybody should have gotten a copy of the semi-annual Williston video gambling report for the first 6 months on video gambling in town. It's slightly down from the preceding 2 years, but on target for our budgeted income of about $200,000. There's a pending license for the Citgo gas station that hopefully will get issued real soon, and they were a big generator of revenue for video gambling. So I'm guessing that they're looking forward to that. And then finally, I wanted to say that Willow Fest went off really well considering how it started. I personally and some other people missed the car show, so. But hopefully something will happen in the near future. But I just wanted to thank all the volunteers and all the employees at Willow Springs that helped out to make that great event. It was just, the weather was kind of harsh. Even the good days were warm and sticky, so. But thank you to everybody, but that concludes my report.
Okay, we'll move into public safety committee, trustee Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam President. First, I'd like to start off with Director Kevin Mulligan here from Tri-State. He'd like to come up and he's going to give us a little brief on what's going on in Tri-State right now.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for the invitation to be here. Won't be more than we discussed coming to the fire department and make a short presentation just to let you know what we're doing, what's going on. Of course, answer any questions if there are any. You might have noticed there's some improvements being made to the building. Anyone who's been in the building over the years knows it's kind of needed. So there's some new doors and some new floor work that we've done. Kind of make the place look a little better. Fitting with the community. We have a lot of new employees, so you can see a lot of young faces, on different responses. I think we had 4 the last couple of weeks. There's 4 more on the way. I noticed the call volume for us has exceeded. It's going to exceed what it did last year, so there's more response within all of our communities. We are working on. There's an organization called Insurance Service Organization, and they're basically the the branch sets your insurance rates for your properties. Our last rating, we received a rating of 2 is the best rating one, so the higher the number, the worse your rating. We're anxiously awaiting the return of the assessment of our operations and hoping to become a 1, and why is it work at the lowest rates? Your commercial properties and your industrial properties should see a reduction in their insurance rates when they renew their insurance, so that's an important thing for us to take care of the business parts of our communities. And then last thing, unless there's any questions, we have a lot of information on our website, so we encourage people to visit the website and a lot of your questions can be answered there. Information on, if you have a FOIA agreement, request, you can submit it right through there. People are able to pay for their permits from the fire department through that portal. The instructions are all on there, and just a lot of information for people in their homes, apartments, condos, so that we keep everybody as safe as possible. So that's my report, unless there's some question I can answer.
Thank you for your time and for the report. I just want to add to thanks for Tri-State's involvement with Willowfest. It was great to have you there and have your partnership with the fest. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to the fest anymore. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for coming out. And then, I know Chief's got a couple things to say.
Yeah, I want to know what time of day it is. Just 2 quick things, tonight, the police commission, Commissioner Reyes is still here. Certified the results of that, what was that? We had a very posted more, which is good because, we didn't have another corporal to appoint, if somebody left quickly, so. That's very important. The second thing, not as important, but definitely important, is that we got another one of our squads up in the league with all the equipment, so you will be seeing another fighting police car out there. Don't be confused, but it's us. And that's it. That's all we have.
Thanks, Chief. That concludes my report.
Thank you both. We'll move to Municipal Buildings and Grounds Committee. Trustee Michael?
Thank you, Madam President. I was just got to report the community center. They have deck out there. It's getting redecked. Is it finished yet? Keith, it looks really nice. I've seen it from a distance.
Probably Monday.
Okay, all right. Yeah, they're doing a great job. Thank you. And the other thing, we got Freddie and Friends tomorrow at Lions Park. Starts at 7, goes till 9. And Irish Legends food truck will be there too. So looking forward to seeing everybody there. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Michael. Public Works Committee, Trustee Posh.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Situation is almost back to normal at the Public Works. After weeks of tear down, setup for the fest. Plus we had quite a bit of tree damage that Thursday, first Thursday of fest. So they've been out there cleaning that up, but they're back on schedule for their tree pickup, limb pickup. And I'd also like to thank them for really helping out with everything at the fest. I'd really like to thank the police department and everybody involved over there. I mean, it felt really safe there, seeing the number of people we had there. And again, Kevin, thank you for showing the presence of the Tri-State. And let's keep this something.
Not much, but the President of Lions Club, thank you for your donation for the fest. Appreciate it.
That wraps up.
Oh,
All right.
not
Thank you. License and Franchise Committee, Trustee Sprinkle.
Madam President. I had one business license application from Hansdale LLC located at 8695 South Arthur Avenue, Unit 2E. The business with massage therapy and energy holistic healing. Hours are 6 days a week, Monday from Saturday 9 to 7. Included in the application is certificate of Illinois license for massage therapist. And there's most 9 requests So at this time, they approved this business license, first month, and I think it was my report.
Thank you, trustee Sprinkle, and we will get to that soon in action items. Appreciate you. We'll move to building and zoning committee, trustee Park.
Thank you, Mayor. The PDA was funded July 2025. We issued 24 permits. That resulted in permit job costs of $671,977, resulting in permit fees of $18,474. For the first 7 months of the year, we've issued 157 building permits, a street value of $3,908,044, resulting in permit fees for the first 7 months of the year of $108,000. And that is all I have this evening.
Thanks, trustee Park. Appreciate that, and that concludes the reports of standing committees, so we will move now into action items. First action item we have is action item to approve a business license for Magic Hands located at 8695 Archer, Unit 2G. Trustee Sprinkle, being the license committee chair, has given the overview of the license and the application. I believe we have a representative here from the business. Hi, thank you for being here. So I will go ahead and ask for a motion to approve this license.
I'll make a motion. Second.
By trustee Sprinkle, we have the second by trustee Posh. Is there discussion or questions about the application? Okay, hearing none, roll call vote please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Micah,
Aye.
Pash, Sprinkle, Kara.
All ayes and that license is approved. Thank you. Good luck and welcome to listeners. Thank you. Next we have consideration to approve ordinance 2025-0-15. That's an ordinance granting a variance to and re-subdivision of 312 South Milton. As a background for this action item, this would be, as it states, granting a variance for re-subdivision. There was a hearing on August 6th, 2025. At that hearing, the petitioner was present. The variance more specifically lowers the frontage requirement from 65 to 50 feet to enable the splitting of the lot into 2 parcels. The petitioner at the hearing has indicated that beyond that, no further variances would be necessary for the construction plans that are planned for that location. And after a hearing, the recommendation of the planning and zoning board is to approve this ordinance. May I have a motion?
So,
By
I'll second it.
Posh, second by trustee Micah. Any questions or discussion?
I attended the meeting and there was nobody there that contested any of this, and it was pretty straightforward on what he was planning on doing. I think you summarized it well.
Thank you, trustee Ara, and I think we have the petitioner here. Thank you for your time at the hearing, and thank you to the planning and zoning board for your work and recommendation. If there's no further discussion, let's do a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Micah,
Aye.
Pash, Sprinkle, Kara.
All ayes. Okay, next item we have is number 3. This is a resolution 2025-R-08, and that's a resolution accepting the fiscal year 2023 annual audit report from Pro LLC. Quick overview of the 2023 audit is that in that audit, it indicates that the net position of the village increased by nearly $5 million. The general fund balance increased by $1.3 million. The police pension fund decreased by $350,000, and our policy is targeting funding for the police pension by 2040, as we have discussed in the past. This is earlier than the state requirement, so we're trying to do this at an accelerated rate. Overall, the 2023 audit, I believe, confirms our ongoing commitment to fiscal responsibility. And when the 2024 audit is complete, I think it will show continued strong financial performance. That's my overview of what is the 2023 audit. May I ask first for a motion to approve this resolution?
I'll make that motion.
By trustee Ara, second by trustee Mike. And now is there any discussion or anything anyone would like to add?
I'd just like to thank, Village Treasurer Dan Denny's on his oversight and assistance in completing the 2023 audit. With any new audit firm, information demands are significant while everyone gains understanding the audit needs. I don't know that everybody realizes that, in the last 4 years of audits, we've had 3 different firms, so there's been a lot of work and education for everybody. And Dan had to step up and try to educate everybody to get this done. So since Dan's appointment in May of 2022, he's faced many challenges in sorting out the village financial records. And this recent 2023 audit reflects those positive efforts. So thank you to Village Treasurer Dennis. So I appreciate that effort that he has. I think you summarized some of the high points of this, and I will also echo the fact that I believe that the 2024 audit, which is going to come on, it's going to be even better than this one financially, showing that the village is a very positive cash flow.
Thank you. Any other comments on the 2023 audit? Okay, hearing none, let's do a roll call vote for the resolution, please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Micah,
Aye.
Posh,
Aye.
Sprinkle,
Aye.
Carr.
Ayes. Next, we have action to approve resolution 2025-R09. This is a resolution appointing members of boards and commissions of the village of Willow Springs. More specifically, we are appointing Wendy and Police to the Parks and Recreation Commission. Wendy's here tonight. Hi, Wendy. Thank you for your willingness to join our Parks and Recreation Commission. They do good work, fun events, and these are the types of things that continue to unite our community, make our community stronger, and it's a good thing. So we appreciate the willingness to help out. And with that, I will ask for a motion to approve the resolution.
I'll make that motion.
By trustee Mike.
Second.
By trustee Kennedy. Discussion? Roll call vote.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Micah,
Aye.
Posh, Sprinkle, Carr.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
That completes our action items. Is there any old business the board wishes to entertain? Any new business the board wishes to entertain? Public comment.
Yes, I have one. Holly Charles.
Good evening. My name is Alan Charles, I'm a proud resident of Willow Springs for over 25 years. I love Willow and I love dogs. I'm here because I'm very concerned over a dog named Muncie, who lives at 113 Knowlton. On the morning of July 18th, before 6 o'clock in the morning, I was walking my son's dog, Boomer, who is a boxer pit mix in Lions Park. This is something I've done hundreds of times, as Lion Park is basically my backyard. Boomer and I were walking on the path closest to the children's playground. This location is about 200 feet from my property line. I noticed a woman walking a black dog on the path closest to the pavilion. That dog was Muggsy. In a matter of seconds, Muggsy broke free from his handler, cut through the pavilion, through the children's playground, and made a beeline for my dog's neck. The sight and sound of that was horrifying and unforgettable. The handler of Muggsy ran over calling his name. The dog did not respond. I dropped my dog's leash, grabbed Muggsy's leash, and it took all my strength to pull off of my dog. I admit I was howling at the handler along the lines of, "What are you doing walking a dog you can't control?" I did use some more colorful language that I'm not proud of. Remember, it was before 6 o'clock in the morning. I didn't have a cup of coffee and just witnessed a vicious attack. I tied Muggsy's retractable leash to a branch on a nearby tree. I told the handler to wait until I brought my dog home and grabbed my phone. As I mentioned, 200 feet from my home. I woke my husband and had him check over. I proceeded to call the police. It was 5:56 in the morning. Muggsy's handler took the leash off the branch and was walking towards the drinking fountains. I told her to wait for the police. She was very apologetic. I did not care. She told me it was her son's dog. I did not care. The officers that responded could not have been more empathetic and understanding. They knew Muggsy. Apparently, this has happened before. As I've come to find out from some friends, some who are here, this dog has attacked other dogs, not all that have been reported. My friend spoke in front of this board September 2023. Because the dog was attacked, and her dog was attacked the summer prior. Again, not all attacks were reported. And my friend now walks Kennedy Mace to walk her dog. The very next day after my dog was attacked, I saw the same woman walking Muggsy along our Oakwood. Just yesterday, I saw the same woman walking Muggsy down Gladstone Milton. She was carrying some sort of bat. Same handler, same dog, different day. As some of you know, Muggsy attacked me, the police report, and the Des Plaines Valley News. Let's hope that's the last time it makes the news. It's not good PR for Willow Springs. I found in trouble that there's no signage regarding having your dog leashed and under control along the park. I've seen other people walking kids off leash. I don't want to be Mrs. Kravitz blowing the cops every time. When they see me start taking my phone out, they put the dogs on leash. Again, I love this village. I love dogs. What I don't love is having to carry a stick to defend my pet and myself while in the public space. There was another, Muggsy is a repeat offender. I talked to a woman from Cook County Animal Control today, and there was another complaint filed against him. Muggsy is a mess. I spoke with Animal Control today, and apparently the police need to request an investigation to deem Muggsy dangerous. Chief, I'm asking to look into this. He needs to be muzzled, neutered, and have a fence yard and a handler who can control him. These are the recommendations found on the Cook County Animal Control website. Again, I love Willow Springs. I love dogs. I don't want to see him attack a kid. Thank you for your time and cooperation in finding a common sense solution to an increasingly dangerous problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Helen. Did anyone else sign up for public comment?
No, that's it.
There is no one else signed up for public comment. We have no need for executive session. I will move into president's report. Before I do, Holly, I'll just make mention that we will look into all of the things as you requested.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you too. For president's report, I have just a few things. I want to mention ribbon cutting. That was the first day of Willow Fest for the Village Center project. I know we talked a little bit about it, but it was a well-attended event. And it was a nice way to signify the completion of Village Center, which has been an outstanding project for our village and will benefit us all, I think, for many years to come. And as we know, after that, we got some inclement weather that caused us to have to cancel the rest of Willow Fest on Thursday because of the damage that was incurred. And that was unfortunate, but as everyone else has said, the rest of Willow Fest went off without a hitch, despite some of the weather challenges that we had. And upon reflection, I think back to years past when we've had Willow Fest, and we've been very fortunate with weather in years past for Willow Fest. So this year we had unique set of challenges with the weather, and I'm really impressed with the way that our team all handled that. Staff, volunteers, police, public works, everybody, and I just want to thank them. I know a lot of folks up here have been everybody for their hard work, and I want to echo that as well. It really was a great event, and all the feedback has been positive, and thank you for the residents who still came out, even though it was kind of hot and steamy, everybody came out and had a good time, and that's honestly what makes the event, so thank you for that. So enough about Willow Fest. Just want to mention the upcoming events that we've also heard of as well. We've got some concerts in the parks left, and we do have a food pantry that everyone's welcome to attend, so please check those out. And finally, we just want to make mention that school is starting. We had our School Street project completed just in time, as Engineer Branstad said, for school to start. And just want to wish all the folks going back to school a happy and safe and productive school year. That concludes the president's report. If there's nothing else, I'd like to ask for a motion to adjourn. Trustee Watt, second by trustee Sprinkle. All those in favor? Opposed? Meeting adjourned at 7:34. Thank you. Yeah.
I think it'd be helpful.
Yeah, there's.